everyone, Sophia here, my Great Challenge. Welcome back to my attic bathroom makeover, all DIY. Today is the day I'm installing the floor. So before I get started, and I don't know how long it's going to take, I am not doing actual tiles, I'm doing luxury vinyl. You'll see what I picked. It may not be what you would have picked. I'm okay with that. Just quick reminder, I picked the tiles I could afford, okay? It's a DIY budget makeover. It's marble, faux marble. Would I have liked to have real marble? Probably not, because it's cold and it's slippery and it stains. So I picked a faux marble. Would I have liked to have a faux wood like I have in the bedroom but with a different finish? Probably, but I don't know. I felt that a bathroom would look better with a faux marble. So let me show you what I got and we're gonna get started. I kind of know how to do this already, to install floating boards, because I did it in my bedroom and I still have all the tools, thank God. The only thing I had to buy was the separators. The other thing I needed to buy was a new wax ring, because you have to do the tiles underneath the toilet, meaning that you have to remove the toilet and then put it back in. So when you do that, you need a new wax ring. Okay, so what did I pick and why did I pick this? Faux marble. These are luxury vinyl, click-clack, whatever they call them, interlocking, that's the name I'm looking for, by a company named Life Proof. And they are from the Home Depot. All the links are down below, and they are the large one, okay? That particular brand didn't have the smaller size, okay? They only had the big large one like this, so it's a small space. That's the only thing that I might regret, is putting on large tiles. I think it would have looked better with smaller ones, but all of the other ones were peel and stick, or I just didn't like them. And the reason why I like this is, one, it is lifetime guaranteed. They are mold and bacteria proof, and they already have the under layer, it's not undergarment, is it? Underlining? Okay. Whatever the pad. So I don't have to put a pad on my tiles. I'm going directly onto the tiles. Now, if you had a wood, like plywood or old parquet, I probably would do an extra layer of undergarment. What am I calling it? Under layer, whatever they call it. Okay. I would probably put a pad, but this one I don't feel I need to, because the tiles are already on the floor, they're already on a wooden platform. There's grout, there's all of that, and this is 22 millimeters thick. So they are noise absorbing, and I tell you why I picked this over real tiles. Very simple answer. Tiles are cold. I don't want to feel the cold on my feet anymore, okay? Tiles are cold. So in the last 5 days since I've received these, I've put a few on the floor so that I could feel the difference between the tiles and this, and really it makes a huge difference. So I'm hoping that it will warm up the room as well, or at least keep the room warm, in addition to being soundproof, waterproof, and mildew and all of that. So they are the tiles. Do we want to see them against my counter? Yes, we do. And I already hear it. I can sense it, okay? It's not the same. I know that. You can't find the same design as the counter in a tile, okay? Unless you get the real deal. In faux stuff, it's not gonna happen. The only issue, or the biggest issue with this, is that it's slightly grayer. So let's put it on top and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. All right, trying to show it to you in daylight, okay? Here's my countertop. Here are the tiles. All right, yeah, countertop tiles. Okay, not exactly the same. So these are the ones that I placed just to, you know, get a feel for it. It's a little bit of a blur compared to the other one, but otherwise I'm happy with it, okay? And that's all that matters, okay? So this is what it will look like. And let me tell you, it makes a huge difference, okay, in terms of noise and feel, overall feel, and they're non-slippery. See, if I was doing real tiles, guarantee eventually I'm gonna fall because that would be slippery with water. Totally waterproof, and I think this is like just barely 2/8 of an inch in between, and they are interlocking so the water doesn't get through, right? Let me show you all the tools and we're gonna get started. So here's all the tools you're going to need to install floating board, and it's really easy, okay? It's really a no-brainer. You're gonna need something like this. This is basically a spacer that goes on the wall. So you can have this space or you can have this space. Now you put it, hold on, think about it. How do you put it? You put it this way or you put it this way, all right? And what it does is that it's going to give a space for your tiles to kind of like shift, all right? The only difference is when it comes to the vanity, you do not put those first and then the vanity. You go around the vanity. You go under the toilet, but you don't go around the under the vanity because the vanity is too heavy and it will stop the tiles from being able to shift. So these gizmos here have to go like this, okay? And it's gonna leave you a little space before the vanity. And all of this here is getting covered, right? I know there's a gap. I know there's a gap. It's all getting covered, right? That'd be the last thing I do alongside the boards. Okay, so you need the spacers. You need one of these. So that's to help you when you have one of those like this. You put it here and you take your rubber hammer and you hammer this way. And it helps you move that tile and click it into that seam, all right? Now, this is the same thing. You get different height. This is to place it either this way or that way, and it's for you to hammer your tile in so that it clicks on that seam. All right, so this is for the short seam, this is for the long seam. That's all you need. So I'll move my vanity. I'm gonna start by putting those in. Do I want the big or the small? I'm gonna do the small. You don't tape them or anything, you just put them like that, okay? No. Wait. It's this way. Oh, it's starting well. Yeah, okay, you put it this way. It's not a large room, so there's not going to be a big need for shifting. If it was a large room, then I probably would do the bigger gap. Here, I'm just gonna give it enough so that it has a little bit of, you know, movement. Underneath this, I don't have to at all. It's just gonna float, period, okay? Put this one, lift that, okay? And here's my first one, except that I have this thing here. So we're gonna have two, oh, you can see. Ah, it's starting, okay. All right, so I just started and already got a challenge. Okay, my challenge that I have the pipe right here. Okay, so I gotta cut here and here so that I can insert it. Ah, that's perfect. I'm gonna cut this right here. Hopefully I don't have a lot of cuts to make, because let me tell you, woo, it is hard to cut. Okay, which means that they're thick and quality, right? Considering the amount of time it's taking me to cut one tile, I'm gonna be here a whole week. I kid you not. Ah, come on. I know you can fit. I'll make you fit. Where's the other one? Alright, this goes here. Cut that a little bit more, maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Go this way. Alright, and then go that way. Hold on, I gotta think. Because I cut here, but now that means that the next one I'm gonna have to cut a lot more. I'm not going through this, so we're gonna move this in a little bit, and we're gonna use the thicker one. It's still gonna get covered anyway. And the reason why I want to do that is because I really don't want to have to cut the one. So that gives me enough space, and I don't have to cut that one. Well, this was all for nothing. Okay, let me go get another tile. Right, because what I'm trying to do here is avoid having to rip one through the whole length by like 2/8 for something like that. That would be ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here, and this one is gonna get attached, and it's gonna be a bigger gap. It's covered by wood anyway, you won't see it, but at least I don't have to cut my other one. So put that in, and then throw that one in. Same thing, there'll be a cock thing. My God, there's hair everywhere. Listen, I vacuumed this thing like this morning, okay? Between the cat and my own hair, it's bad. So here, I really do need to cut one. Let me get some of those. I'll put one of these here. Okay, and I gotta measure how big it needs to be. I'm gonna be here forever. I'm changing things around. I just looked at the box and it says you need to start with the tongue facing the wall. I had the groove facing the wall. So what I'm doing is that I'm putting this one, I'm starting with this corner instead. That way I can cut over there and not worry about the tile that I already cut. I can recut it. Let me show you. I'm telling you, we're gonna be here forever, but you're learning. Okay, so I have this I'm gonna make smaller. It's gonna go like this. This has the groove, no, the tongue. So the tongue is the one that goes up, the groove is the one that's under. So that way I have a better seam here. So we're good. All right, next. Over here, I need to switch this one to that. All right, and a click, clack, boom, done. Okay, so now because I have this here that's protruding, that's gotta get thicker. Okay, and you don't realize it, but this is how tiling and stuff will cost you money, because when you come in, the seam is right here. Technically, I should have no seam, or the seam should be right in the middle. A good tiler would do that. He would have no seam or the seam in the middle. Do I care? That's the question. Do I care? What did I do over there? Yeah, I moved it. Oh, shoot. I don't really want to cut the tiles over there. I'd rather have them cut underneath the yeah, the seam's gonna stay here. You see, the thing once is that you have the first row. After that, it's just click, clack, okay? It's the first row that's a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna cut that tile here, and I'm gonna insert it, and it's gonna go underneath the heater. And then these half tiles I'm gonna use to stagger after that. Hopefully that will work, because I really don't want to, I mean, I ordered 60 square feet. The whole room is 55, or a little bit under, so I don't want to waste too many more tiles. Otherwise I'll have to order another box. By the way, you want to know how much that costs? With the tax and the spacers, I spent $304. That's all I could afford. So, yeah. All right, done. It's looking much better than what I had before. So, row number 1 installed. Moving on to row number 2. This is the tile that I just cut for underneath the heater. Okay, so technically this tile goes in this way, all right, but I gotta stagger them because you want a nice pattern. Some people put them, the large tiles like that, they put them, you know, they stack them. You do what you want. I'm gonna stagger them. 24, so I need 12. All right, so cut this. Yeah, and then this one goes this way. Three rows. Here's the end over there. This is what it looks like for now. I'm gonna start the 4th row from there because I need to have half of that tile. Quick update, I now have 4 rows. So, yeah, I had to cut here. Not a big deal. The space along the tub, that's gonna get filled out. We're not worried about that. And it goes all the way up to the end over here. Alright, so let me go ahead and start over there with row number 5, or maybe you know what, I'll start from there. Alright, taking a break because I gotta be honest, this is much harder to install than the wood floor in my bedroom. They are beautiful tiles. I'm not, you know, the quality is there.
I like the size. I thought I was not gonna like the size, but I actually do. But they are super hard to cut. I mean, they are so hard to cut. Even when you need to snap them, it's like it takes so much out of my back. Granted, I have no strength. So this one here, I ended up like giving it a little bit notch thing here. You know what? I'll do the best I can. I'll patch it. Don't care. I really don't care. But the seams are nice, okay? And they even everywhere. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this here, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to rip quite a lot. So I'm gonna do this here underneath, and then I'm gonna bring it here and I'm gonna stop it before the toilet, and then I'll finish it here. I'll stop it before the toilet, and then I'll do the toilet last. I'm finishing this tonight, okay? It's 6 o'clock. I started at 11:30. I don't care. I'll do 12 hours, but I am finishing it tonight. I don't want to see it again tomorrow. It's, I mean, it really is beautiful. Okay. I know that some of you probably looked at it at the beginning and says, oh my God. No way. But look, it looks nice. It looks really nice. Okay. Okay. Let me take a break. This is probably the hardest thing I've done in this bathroom. I'm not done. Okay, so I have the whole edge here underneath. Okay, you see that? All right. But I have a spot right here because I really didn't want to cut this. I just didn't want to do it. Guys, you have no idea how hard this is to cut. So I've decided that I'm going to cut them with this moving forward. It's leaving a whole bunch of plastic dust, but I can't do this anymore. This is nuts. This is all I got left. This and the toilet. Scott went to Home Depot to get a heavy-duty wax ring. Thank you, Paige, for warning me that you need the heavy-duty wax ring, which is the one that's a little bit thicker, because it's got to accommodate the thickness of the thing. I was going to put a regular one, which means that I would have had a leak. Okay, I'm almost done. I know I can finish this because now I'm using the saw. I don't care. It's the edges over there and then underneath the toilet, so I can have edges that are cut, all right, that don't have tongue or groove. But wow, okay, 9.5. It's such a pain. I don't know how people cut these. I have to be honest. You can snap them. You know, you score and then you snap them when they on this, what is it? Height. Okay. But on the length, oh my God, impossible. Absolutely impossible. I had to go get the saw. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. All right, toilet. So, first things first, turn off the water. Alright, take that out. So you remove whatever is excess, right? And then you gotta remove whatever is excess in your toilet. No matter what, you're gonna have water that's gonna splash, all right? So once you've emptied this and you emptied the actual toilet, you remove these. You know, now that I think of it, ideally, I should have changed the toilet because this toilet's got a weird shape. It's practically impossible to replace the seat. Could use a new toilet. I'm gonna put one of the old mats because I ordered new ones, and if you're wondering what color, they are navy blue. Okay, grab the toilet. And move it. Oh. Okay. I bet when you started watching this video, you didn't expect it was gonna get this crazy. I removed the old wax. Oh my god, this is disgusting. And of course you absolutely can't see anything, but basically you take your wax ring, pull that out, okay, and you plug it in at the bottom of your toilet. You gotta clean all of the residue wax from the previous wax, okay? And yes, it's gross. All right, so you plug that in. And then you basically take your toilet and you reinsert it. And then all you gotta do is basically rebolt your toilet. All right, you don't want to crack it, so don't go crazy turning those things on. Come on, turn the water back on. All right, so I just flushed the whole thing. I'm not seeing any leak. That doesn't mean that there's none. I'll have to keep monitoring, but yeah, I am pooped, no pun intended. It is about, let me see, 10:30 at night. I'm done. This was not fun at all. Okay, not fun at all. But looks great. So I don't have a leak, and all I have to do now is the edges. All right, baseboards, and then I have a few boards that I need to, you know, tighten a little bit. But that's gonna happen when I do the boards, probably tomorrow. What do you think? What say you? All right. I like it. I like it very much. I didn't know if it was going to work because the tiles are large. But you know what? I think it looks really cool. And I tell you what else. The temperature in this room has completely changed. It really works as an insulator. I mean, it's amazing. Amazing. Let me pull up so you can see from this side. Okay, what do you think? All right. So let me put the camera on the tripod. Oh yeah, and I finally got all the tools out of here. And my chair is back in. Oh. All right, let me put the camera on the tripod. I'll tell you what else I gotta do. And then I will say goodbye. This looks nice. I think it looks really good. Yeah, no regret. It would, yeah, no regret. Better than peel and stick. If I decide that this is no good, pop them off. They're floating.
It works, okay? And I kid you not, the temperature in the room has really changed, and it's like 28 degrees outside. Usually by now I would be like literally freezing. And then remember, I was on the floor the entire time. Wasn't cold at all because it's an insulator. It's a moisture barrier, bacterial, antibacterial, anti-mildew, bathroom floor. Life Proof is the name. And again, they are lifetime guarantee in a household and 40 years guarantee in a commercial setting because of traffic and stuff. So they are excellent quality. I am not going to complain. I don't have a single one of them that came broken or, you know, with a corner that was popped. All the grooves were all, you know, in good shape. There wasn't a single broken one. That happened quite a bit with the wooden one that I had for the bedroom. And my only issue, and maybe because I don't have the right tool, I don't know how to do it, but when you have to rip them in the length, absolutely impossible. Like one of them took over 45 minutes and it broke my back. Okay, so I think they have like a special tool to do this. Maybe like it's like a long clamp and then you just go like this. I don't know how to do it. Or maybe they're like Hercules. But this, we already know there's no upper strength, upper body strength. But that was ridiculous. I could not rip those things. I even tried to stuck it in the corner of the door in the jamb and then hold it with the door and then, you know, like fold it. That didn't work. Oh, I would have been done 4 hours ago if I didn't have a hard time cutting them. So, can you install them yourself? Yes. Do you need the proper tool, the proper cutting tool? Absolutely. Either that or you pay for a guy to do it. I wanted to do it myself because this is a budget DIY, and plus this is the way I am. So I suffered. Okay, I won't need a lullaby tonight. I'm gonna sleep quite well, and I will take an Olive PM because tomorrow I'm gonna be very sore. But it's I think it's beautiful. I really do. Oh, the cat's using the little box. What do you think? It's the same one than before. What's the Mayday? And you know, it's funny because each cat has its preferred litter box. Mayday really likes this one. And then she loves, well, both of them love the one in the basement in the casa. But, so you coming out or what? But Severin likes the one on the second floor. There we go. Yes, I have entirely designed the bathroom around the cat litter box. I have. They own us. Yeah. It is my baby. She loves that little box. The one away in the basement and that one. I absolutely love it. So anyway, what do I still have to do? The mats are not going to come in until next week. So I guess I'll throw pictures. Somebody asked for me to do a decor or maybe like a tour. I don't know. I really don't have anything new, but if comment down below, let me know. Once it's all done, do you want to do like a decor and what's in my drawer tour? I can do that. But I still have to do the baseboards. So that's going to be a little complicated because they're not all the same height. Some of them are shorter than others. The ones on this side are much, much taller because I had to put the beadboard above the heater, if you remember, right? I was lazy, I didn't want to cut it, and plus they needed to be matching in height. So that one's going to have to be really big. So it won't take long, but they need to be painted. I'm still debating as to whether or not I want to do them in white or I want to do them in green. So you tell me down below. Baseboards, white or green? I think I'm going to go for green, but I could do white. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I have to do the baseboards. I have to caulk the areas where I have gaps, you know, where the baseboard is like around the door jamb. I have to clean that little real marble threshold. It's got paint on it. I gotta clean that. I gotta paint the brackets in white. I have to cover the fan. And I have touch-up, like little touch-up of green. Wherever I put the clear silicone, I have to paint. So that's a one-day job. Okay, so I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. And I'm trying to be done with the bathroom before Mom comes. So I'm definitely gonna do that tomorrow. I don't know what shape I'm gonna be in. I have to go to Home Depot, get the boards. I won't have the mats, but yeah, that's where I'm at. And I think that's it. I'm trying to think, what else do I need to do? That's it? Okay. I did find, hold on. All right, so I got this one for cotton pads. I found a gorgeous one, crystal casket, a real crystal casket for the Q-tips, but it's downstairs. It's still part of a thrift with me video. So, and I haven't unpacked what I brought. So you'll see it. That's gonna be for the Q-tips. And I got a water, like a guest bedroom water pitcher thing with the glass that goes upside down. That's going to be for the mouthwash. And then what else? Oh yeah, the lamp. I gotta do something about the lamp. You know what? Let me get one of those light bulbs. That's a chargeable light bulbs. That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't have to have the candle, but that would be neat because then I just cut the wire, because I really like the lamp over there. And maybe I have it, if they make them chargeable and on top of that it's motion sensitive, that would be great, because then when we walk into the bathroom at night, poof, it turns on. I think that's it. Okay, so one more video, and then you let me know if you want me to do a full tour once I have all the little glass containers and all of that, if you want to see what's in my makeup stash, which really there's nothing new. I could buy new stuff because I've been navigating with the same old stuff for years. That would be it. I am exhausted, hence my rambling. Ruined my nails, and I tell you what, I can't grow a nail, so I give up. I think I'm just gonna go and get some press-ons because this is pathetic. There's tragedy here, okay? Thumbs up if you like this. Thumbs up if you like the floor. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner and hit that bell button so you get notified whenever I post a new video. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at mygreatchallenge. Patreon, patreon.com/mygreatchallenge for all the behind the scenes and exclusive content. And then my Etsy shop, link down below for both of them. Vintage finds and Handmade by me. Everything's down below in the description box. And then link to the vanities, the counter, the floor. It's all down below. All right. Wallpaper, you name it. Everything I used is in the description box. I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching. 10:45. I need to shower and relax. Thanks for watching. Bye.